How in the world would the Cowboys stop Brock Purdy? The rookie quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers has been white hot, and I'm going to explain the details in this video. But first, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow me, the OC100, on Twitter. Now, to Brock Purdy, the undrafted rookie free agent. This guy is playing out of his mind. All right, he is white hot, mystery relevant. He has went from the last pick in the NFL draft this past year to being possibly the most important piece for the Dallas Cowboys to stop on the road to redemption, part number 2, beating San Francisco on the road in their home. Now, Brock Purdy, let's talk about him. He's a guy that's playing with tremendous confidence. He's a guy that absolutely has nothing to lose. He's already won. He has positioned the San Francisco 49ers for a chance to go to the semifinals in a winner-take-all environment for the NFC title. Now, if you look at this very, very closely, there are a couple things, and there are about 3 things that you kind of need to do your best to slow down Brock Purdy. And to put it into context, Brock Purdy is playing as well the last several weeks as we saw Dak Prescott play in this game against the Buccaneers. And Dak was phenomenal. But Brock Purdy carved up the zone coverage for the Seattle Seahawks, and he threw for 3 touchdowns. He threw for 323 yards. He had a 131.5 passer rating. And in his starts, with the average of his starts and his passer rating, this season, guys, he's averaged 107.3 as a passer rating. That is phenomenal. He is carving up teams. He's doing very, very good things off of play action. He's climbing in the pocket the way that he should. He has active feet. He does not take sacks that much. He is spinning out of sacks. He will pull down the ball responsibly and run when he needs to run. And it's a really strange video because I never thought in a million years I'll be doing a video on the last draft pick of the NFL draft and why he's so good. But listen, Brock Purdy has done a phenomenal job, and he is something that is going to be a centerpiece key for the Dallas Cowboys to deal with and to manage. All right, and to manage during this next game versus the San Francisco 49ers. So the first thing that you need to do with Brock Purdy is similar to, but different from, what we had to do with Tom Brady. You need to pressure Brock Purdy. And they run a lot of his pass plays into zone coverage and off a play action pass. So this is not going to be an easy feat because the way that the San Francisco 49ers offense is set up, they are designed to take advantage and to beat pressure because you have the run threat, because they run 2 and 3 tights or bunch formations quite often. So it's not as easily to identify when they're going to run and when they're going to pass. So how you are going to beat Brock Purdy is that, Dan Quinn, you got to do your best work. You got to be in your bag this week. You got to actually figure out the pattern and the schematics and the formations of the 49ers, and you need to try to overload blitz Brock Purdy. You need to catch him weak side slipping when he's going one way and get a free shot on him, or either front side in his face and make him throw the football before he wants to. The only time that Brock Purdy has had problems is that when you get some pressure on him and you're forcing him to throw the football before he wants to. If you just get static pressure with 4 defenders outside of him, he does a fantastic job of sliding up and stepping up in the pocket. So I don't think that is really the recipe. It's not going to affect him. I think you need to overload and figure out how to get a man free rushing Brock Purdy to force him into a bad throw and to force him to let go of the football before he wants to let go of the football. Because quiet as it's kept and honestly as I can be, Brock Purdy has been carving up zone coverages and carving up zone defenses these last several games. He's been absolutely bananas versus zone coverage, especially two deep safeties. Number two, alignment has to be appropriate along with depth. Alignment and depth. So in the secondary, they like to throw the slant route. They love to throw the catch and release hitch route, right? Or the hook route. You're going to have to be extremely disciplined and very, very good on the back end for us to stop some of the momentum of this team. Meaning that we had a play last night with Diggs trailing in man coverage, playing off, and it was a crossing route with Mike Evans, and he was trailing, and it was an easy first down. We have to play inside leverage. If you're going to play off at all, you have to play inside leverage. And I'm going to jump out here and say something that I really believe is super important. We're going to have to be willing to press up some of these receivers, because we cannot let them run free off the line of scrimmage without a challenge, because you have to do something to disrupt the timing of Brock Purdy. Make him pat the football, make him go to a second read. If he can catch and release, it's going to be a long night if we're playing two deep safeties and we're playing off and we're playing outside leverage. That's a recipe for disaster versus this San Francisco football team, because of the timing, the efficiency, and the comfort that Brock Purdy's playing with. And Kyle Shanahan is dialing them up, and he's making this playbook extremely easy in making the route combinations and the formations and alignments very easy, so that when Brock Purdy's throwing the football, he's throwing 99.8% of the time to an open man that has separation. So that is number two. Number three, last but not least, is that you need to keep everything in front of you. In other words, he's going to complete some passes. He's going to make some plays. Based on everything I've studied and what I've seen about him, it's inevitable. But what you want to do is you don't want to give up the big plays over the top. You have to keep everything in front of you. So if he's going to complete passes, make him 10 or 15 yard passes. Don't allow him to ignite this San Francisco crowd and to gain further confidence by beating you over the top with deep balls. You got to be very, very careful about that. All right. And if you do those things, you're going to be in a competitive, what a barn burner. This might be an instant classic. The OC's telling you first, this football game versus the 49ers and the Cowboys this coming weekend might be an instant classic. That's the type of football game and the back and forth that you will have. Now, here's some bonus. Because it's the playoffs, I'm giving you two bonuses. The first bonus is this. You want to stop him? You want to slow them down? You got to tackle. No throwing your body at people like a projectile. You have to hit with your shoulder pads, squeeze, and wrap up. Get the man on the ground. No highlight reel hits. Just form tackling, rolling, tackling, rolling, getting the man on the ground. If you get the man on the ground, this is going to delay the momentum of this offense. In other words, you got to get people on the ground when Brock Purdy completes passes. Limit the run after catch, because you don't want these guys running free, right, and making extra yards and making it easy in a short field. Make the field long. Make Brock Purdy have to be great all night. And if you do that, at some point, he's going to make some mistakes, and we're going to be in the advantageous position to take advantage of those things. Don't make drives easy. If he's going to score, make them long. Make them have to fight and claw for every single yard that they get. Now, last thing, bonus number two. Because it's the playoffs, what Dan Quinn is going to have to do, because he is actually coaching against Kyle Shanahan, an experienced veteran coach. whose dad is a Super Bowl championship coach. And he's one of the best schemers and coordinators out there. Dan Quinn is going to have to disguise coverage. He's going to have to outsmart Kyle Shanahan in certain formations to make Brock Purdy make mistakes and throw the ball where he shouldn't, even though he thinks he should throw it there, because it was a disguise and we tricked the quarterback. We won the mental warfare versus the quarterback. And so that's what you're going to have to do to slow down Brock Purdy. And it's going to be a heck of a game. I don't think we stop him. I think we got to slow him down and we got to manage his performance and not let him be explosive, because that's how well this man has been playing. Salute, Cowboy Nation. Let me know what you think about this video. Leave your thoughts in your comments below. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this content. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow me, the OC100, on Twitter. And until next time, see you.